Hello, everyone. I'm excited to get to talk to you guys today about building your Beachbody avatar. And I know that when you think of that, you might think of a movie or think of something else. But what we mean in the Beachbody community when we say avatar is we want you to build your ideal client. It's kind of like Sims or building your own Bitmoji where you're designing it yourself. Like, who do you want to help? And I know that our heart is to help everyone. We want to help everyone live healthier, happier lives. But the reality is that we are better suited to help certain people on their health and fitness journey than others. And that's true because we have certain experiences, certain lifestyles, certain past experiences that help us empathize and sympathize and understand someone's journey better because perhaps they've gone through a similar journey. And in the same way that for me, I know I'm better suited to help someone who is a woman who has between 10 to 20 pounds to lose because that's what I've lost, maybe who's struggled with eating disorders in the past, someone who's so busy, who feels like they have so many plates in the air that if they take on one more thing, all of the plates are going to drop. And I relate better to that person because that was me before Beachbody. So maybe you relate. What's your story? Like, who do you relate better to? Is it a mom? Is it someone who struggles with maybe infertility or miscarriages? Is it someone who struggles with having kids and then losing her identity in giving everything of herself to her children and her family, and now she's at a point where she realizes that she needs to take care of herself so that she can better take care of her family? And whatever your story is, just think of that. And if you go back, and a couple posts ago I talked about finding your why, understanding your goals, and having that impact your mindset in this business. And that really ties into this because if you understand your why, you have an emotional connection to it. And if you understand your goals in this business and you understand what you're trying to do with this platform of you being a Beachbody coach, then you're going to have clarity and focus in your business. And that applies to who are you trying to reach. Having that clarity and that focus really helps you get more customers and help more people because we live in a world now where we are not the only people, the Beachbody coaches and people's newsfeed. We are not the only type of health and fitness online company. Our competitors are in our friends' newsfeed. And if you're so general in your posts, they're going to scroll right through it because it doesn't feel like you're talking to them. It feels like just white noise. However, if you were specifically talking to that tired mom who's discouraged, who's lost her identity, who doesn't feel comfortable in her own clothes, or whatever the case is, that's something that someone's going to read and feel like, man, she is talking to me. And I need that. I want that. I am that. I see who she was before Beachbody. I see where she is now. She's shown me her journey, and I want to go on that journey. And now she's inviting me to join her. Specifically, she's talking to me. That's what you want people to feel like. So when you're sharing tips, when you're sharing just any insight, when you're sharing your journey, when you're sharing invite posts to your challenge group, talk to her, talk to him, talk to whoever your avatar is. And I mean, you can get very specific, like some people, like I know, like, oh, I want a mom who likes shopping at Target. Or you can be a little bit more general, whereas for me, I'm just looking for, like women who have, again, 10 to 20 pounds to lose, who have struggled with eating disorders, who are super busy, who like to do things to the best of their abilities, and doesn't want to take on one more thing because she feels like she won't be able to manage everything else as well. And so whatever it is for you, just take some time. And if you haven't done the mindset exercise that I talked about a couple of days ago, do it now. Sit down, figure out why are you a Beachbody coach? You need to have an emotional connection with that so that you are driven to continue to work this business. Understand what your goals are with this business and match your effort to those goals. And then not only when you figure out what you want to do, like with this business, what you want to do with the platform, like what you want to do with why are you in this business, think about like where do you want to go, and so again, it's just the mindset of why you started, like what do you want to do this business, how are you going to get there, and so match your efforts to that, reach out to specific people, don't be afraid to do so, continue to share your story constantly because I know it's going to feel like, man, I share my story all the time, but not everyone sees it, and sometimes people need to see it more often. And so on Tuesdays and Thursdays, share transformation stories. Share parts of your story that people are going to relate to so they know who you were before. Because sometimes as we're continuing to add friends, people come in into the middle of our journey and they don't realize where we started, so they don't realize that they can connect with who we were before Beachbody. Like that they might understand and relate to, before Beachbody Brittany. Whereas right now they feel like, man, like she just smiles a lot and eats healthy and like loves working out. I don't relate to that at all. But they might relate to the girl who had eating disorders, who was 15 pounds heavier, 25 pounds heavier, who, just like had all these struggles and always felt unmotivated and tired and stressed and anxious and uncomfortable with her own skin. They can relate to that perhaps. And so I talk to that girl. And so I encourage you to do the same. Figure out who you're talking to, and then strategically and specifically craft your posts around that, and then share transformation stories, whether it's yours, whether it's someone else's, whether it's just an emotional one, whether it is a physical one, whether it's anything about your journey that will make someone else feel like, man, I want that, more energy. Who doesn't want that? Just having a more positive mindset. So all of the things that have helped you in this journey, that you've gone from this journey, speak to that person who was who you were before you got here and share with them your journey and let them know that they can join you. So I hope that was helpful, and I also hope that you have such a wonderful day, and let me know if you have any questions about that. All right, bye guys.